Hi, I'm William, and I have a script I just know you're going to love. It's going to be an action thriller. It's Macbeth as a boy behind the thin blue line. And the premise is this, is when Mac is told that he's the future of the police force, his unchecked ambition leads him to make some choices that will cost him and those around him more than they're willing to pay, and a future that no one will stand for. So this is something that just kind of it delves into the time frame we're living in, where people are looking for answers to the brutality that we're seeing in the police force, and they're wondering where are all the good guys. And so we're going to delve into that question a little bit in a setting that is probably unusual for something that is when you're thinking about Macbeth, but it's got all the elements there that will actually make this a really interesting story. So John MacArthur, we call him Mac, is told by three very important people on the force that he's the future, coming into the candidate as a candidate into the academy as a leading recruit. He will be the future of the police force, and this sparks an ambition inside him that was natural in the beginning, but after a little bit talking with his wife and discussing what this might look like for them, they decide to pursue it at all cost, and to a certain extent she pushes him a little bit, and he ends to make some choices that are kind of surprising even for himself, and he's wrestling with them a little bit, and but he's going to actually get a little bit cutthroat along the way, and then it begins to kind of spiral to a certain extent, and those flames are just fanned further and further along the way, but what he didn't anticipate in that prophecy of the future was paranoia, and this paranoia just begins to eat at him a bit, and now he's having to deal with the consequences of all these choices, and it's having an impact on him and those close to him. And by the time he gets to that place where he is almost in the position, or to a certain extent in the position that he foresaw for himself, it's at a time frame where everyone around him can't stand it. It's a future that no one else can live with, and they will do all they can to make sure that people know who he is and destroy him at all costs. Unchecked ambition has a price that is costlier than most will think. And so this story is going to be action-packed from start to finish, just leaving you to ponder a few things, and watch to a certain extent the evolution of unchecked ambition and the price and the consequences for it. So I'm sure you're going to love it, and we look forward to hearing back from you soon. Thanks.